Each year, a top graduate is chosen to serve as the Student Marshal. The Student Marshal is selected by the Chancellor and Chief Academic Officer with the assistance and input of campus faculty and undergraduate administrators. This year, the honor of being Student Marshal goes to Elise Yardley. Elise is receiving a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Corporate Communication with a minor in Business Administration. She was highly involved in many roles on campus, including serving as Chair of Student Life for the Student Government Association, as a writer for State of the Valley, as a Managing Editor for the Honors Club, as President of the New Student Orientation, and as a leader on the Campus Activities Board. In the community, Elise served as a volunteer at Last Chance Ranch and the Franklin Institute, and as an intern in Citra Lily and the Wisdom Coalition. While maintaining this busy schedule, Elise remained committed to her studies in the Honors Program and Corporate Communications Program. She was inducted in the Lambda Pi Eta Communications Honor Society and is a recipient of the Eric A. and Josephine Walker Award. It is tradition for the Student Marshal to present remarks on behalf of the graduating class. So will you please join me in welcoming Elise Yardley.
Hi, how's everyone doing today? So, is anyone in this audience a sports fan? Yes. There we go. Is anyone a hockey fan? Okay, so I sat recently starting to write my commencement address, and I was watching the first round of the National Hockey League playoffs between my Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. It reminded me of a very different time in my life. It seemed like just yesterday that I was listening to a radio broadcast of Game 7 of the same matchup while driving home from taking my GED. Most of you who know me as a hardworking, perfection-seeking student, someone with the same drive, grit, and determination as the players on my favorite hockey team. They and so many others have inspired me over the years. I love learning and have worked hard to be successful in college, but college for me was never a guarantee. Let me take you back a little bit. After being a dedicated, over-involved student and honor student in middle school, I started having chronic pain in high school. Most people don't know that I've had a headache every day for 10 years. I suffer from daily chronic headaches, chronic migraines, chronic fatigue syndrome, and fibromyalgia. High school for me was an enormous struggle because I was in a system that wasn't built to support me. I was too sick to attend classes, so I had to learn through homebound education. My teachers would actually come to me and teach me in my living room. But this was only supposed to be a short-term solution. The administration would say I needed to go back into the classroom. I'd go back into the classroom, but then I'd be so sick from attending classes during the day that I wouldn't be able to get all my homework done, so I would fall behind. I kept falling behind, so then I would have to go back to homebound schooling. It was a vicious cycle. At the end of each year, I would barely manage to finish the core classes needed to move on to the next grade. As I approached my senior year, I had a lot less credits than I needed to graduate. This meant repeating my senior year and needing to finish all the classes I started. The chances that I would be able to complete enough credits to graduate didn't seem very high. Through all of this, I had also missed out on the social part of high school. I had never gone to a football game or a homecoming dance. I never danced at prom with my friends. The last thing I wanted, the diploma, was slipping away as well. After much consideration, I made the difficult decision that high school was never going to work for me. In April of 2013, I withdrew from high school. I had to give up on my dream and find another. So much of my identity had been about getting through school. I thought there was only one path in life, but I soon realized I was going to have to forge another. In May of 2013, as my Boston Bruins made it to the finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs, I studied for and aced my GED exams. To be honest, I didn't know what college would hold for me. I didn't even know if college would be possible. But being the academic-minded person that I was, I couldn't just stop learning. The fall after finishing my GED, I took an online class at Northampton Area Community College, just to get my feet wet. I had 2 friends attending class at Penn State Lehigh Valley that fall, and they offered to bring me with them to calculus class. I was nervous and unsure about even auditing a class at Penn State Lehigh Valley, but I took a chance and I went. Everyone was so nice and so welcoming and supportive. It just felt right. The next spring, I decided to take 2 non-degree classes there, and I fell in love. I walked into my first meeting with the amazing Linda Rumfield, the Learning Center and Disability Coordinator, and her first words were, "What can I do for you?" I almost started crying. College could be about me and what I needed. The next fall, I enrolled full-time. I found not only a system that worked for me, but that I thrived in. I attended leadership conferences, took on leadership roles, and was built up and encouraged by all of those around me. In this environment, I found the best version of myself, and I learned how to be that person. I found a love of traveling, going to 5 countries in 4 years on short-term study abroad trips over spring break. Seeing the Eiffel Tower, Colosseum, the David, the Mona Lisa, Rosetta Stone, Stonehenge, and masterpieces by Picasso, Michelangelo, Raphael, Monet, and Rembrandt. I was able to become an influential voice on my campus, and I became encouraged to speak up. I met incredible professors who pushed and guided me. My communication professors, Dr. Casey Hudak and Professor Beth Mahalik, became not just guides in the communication world, but more like life guides. Faculty advisors like Tom Dubriel and Patrick Cassidy have supported me in my professional development and have encouraged me to take every opportunity. I truly don't have enough time to mention all of the people, the professors and the faculty who have had an impact on my life. From Dr. Denise Ogden, who didn't just support me in the classroom, but long after I left her class, nominating me for scholarships, to Dr. Liz Flaherty, who put up with me for 4 years in 5 countries, to Sandy Kyle, who helped me edit this speech and was the first person who gave me the courage to speak up, to Professor Wolf, who advised me every step of the way, and has been so vital to my success and every accomplishment at Penn State Lehigh Valley that he's sitting on stage with me. And honestly, that's the amazing thing about Penn State Lehigh Valley. I don't have enough time to explain everything that this campus and these people have given to me, and I don't think I'm the only person in this room who would say that. Honestly, that's the thing. We all come to Penn State Lehigh Valley looking for something very different. We all have such different stories and backgrounds, but we all have so many opportunities to grow and to be challenged. In my case, I was able to grow as a person and learn who I wanted to be. I could tell you about all the life lessons that can be extrapolated from this. After all, I am a communications major. I could tell you to never give up. Take every opportunity. Don't be afraid to take the unconventional path less traveled. But this day isn't just about me. It's about us. It's about everything we have accomplished and everything we have yet to accomplish. As we journey out on this new adventure, my message is simple. Do what makes you happy. Don't be the person that says, my job is a pain in the neck, or this job is giving me a headache. That's me all the time. I don't recommend it. Find something that makes you excited to get out of bed. Find passion in your everyday life. As we start the next stage of our lives, I hope you carry these 4 years with you wherever you go. Remember all the amazing experiences and everything you have learned. And always remember, we are. Thank you.